Robert Redford and Paul Newman shared one of Hollywood's most celebrated friendships, a bond that began on the set of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in 1969. While the public saw a legendary on-screen partnership, recent revelations from Redford's ex-wife, Lola Van Wagan, suggest a far deeper, more complex relationship that remained hidden for decades. Their connection was immediate. Paul Newman, already an established star, insisted that the relatively unknown Robert Redford be cast as the Sundance Kid, a decision that would define both their careers. The film's massive success created Hollywood's first buddy film genre and forged a personal bond that would last a lifetime. Off-screen, their friendship was marked by elaborate pranks and mutual admiration. Redford once gifted Newman a Porsche crushed into a metal block, while Newman filled Redford's car with popcorn in return. However, according to Lola Van Wagan, who was married to Redford for 27 years, this friendship concealed a secret romance that ultimately destroyed their marriage. In a recent interview, the 86-year-old historian broke her long silence, claiming that what the world saw as friendship was actually a profound love affair. "I knew the truth," Lola stated, her voice trembling. "They said it was friendship, a Hollywood bromance, but I saw something different." She revealed that Redford persuaded her to move their family from New York to Connecticut, specifically to live just a mile from Newman's home. Not for work, not for convenience, it was so they could meet secretly without suspicion. Lola described late afternoons when Newman would slip in through the back door and the two men would disappear into the master bedroom for hours. They stayed there whispering words not meant for my ears, while quiet laughter echoed through our home. The situation became increasingly painful for Lola as she noticed Redford's extravagant gifts to Newman, a classic Rolex, rare stamp collections, while she received nothing comparable. "I was insanely jealous," she admitted. "I yelled at Bob, 'You love him more than me, don't you?' And he just laughed, saying, 'It's friendship, Lola.' But I saw his eyes, the eyes of a man hiding a fire." The marriage deteriorated amid constant arguments and accusations. Lola even hired a private investigator who provided blurry photos of the two men embracing by a pool and holding hands under moonlight. Yet she remained silent, both to protect Redford's career and because she still loved him. The final breaking point came in 1985, during a stormy night in Connecticut. Lola confronted Redford with an ultimatum: "Choose, Bob, me or Paul. You can't have both." After what felt like an eternity of silence, Redford whispered a single word: "Paul." That word tore my heart apart, Lola remembered. "I had hoped you would choose our family, our 4 children, the 27 years together. But no, he chose him." After their divorce, Lola withdrew from public life, building an academic career, while Redford and Newman continued their relationship more openly. They planned films together, traveled, and shared their passion for car racing. Their bond remained strong until Newman's diagnosis with lung cancer in 2007. During Newman's final years, Redford became his constant companion, flying weekly from Utah to Connecticut to sit by his hospital bed. According to a nurse whom Lola later contacted, Redford would whisper, "I love you," during private conversations, while Newman, weak but smiling, would reply, "You mean everything to me, Bob." When Newman passed away in 2008, Redford was devastated, publicly calling it the closest relationship of my life. But Lola knew it was more than friendship. She remained silent for another 17 years until Redford's own death in 2025 prompted her to speak out. "I cannot let the world remember him as a perfect icon," she explained. "They need to know the truth. Paul and Bob gave up everything for each other: family, fame, and the hearts of women like me." Lola's revelations have sent shockwaves through Hollywood, with major publications running headlines about Redford and Newman's same-sex love secret. While Newman's family has denied the claims, calling them fabrications born of past pain, Lola insists she has evidence, including letters and photos that she's kept private to protect their children. She described nights when Redford would return home smelling of Newman's cologne, of friendship trips lasting months, and the way Redford looked at Newman, eyes no woman could ever match. They loved each other from the first meeting on the Butch Cassidy set, and I was just the victim in that play, Lola concluded with a bitter smile. I forgive Bob because his love for Paul was genuine, a truth our marriage never had. But now with him gone, I am free to tell the story. The revelations have cast Redford and Newman's legendary partnership in a new light, suggesting that behind the iconic films and public friendship lay a secret romance that endured for decades, ultimately costing Redford his marriage, but giving him the soulmate he truly desired. As Lola's testimony shows, sometimes the most compelling Hollywood stories aren't the ones shown on screen, but the hidden truths that remain untold for generations.